In this video, I'm going to be building 4 insane farms that all help to get me infinite obsidian. And then I'm going to be building one of the rarest farms in Minecraft, a mob head farm that gets all heads including piglin heads. And by the way, if you end up enjoying this video, please subscribe because we're trying to get to 40,000 subscribers by April. Thank you so much, on with the video. So, first I need to gather resources for my first farm, which is going to be a dripstone farm. So, I need to get some glass, and then some moss. Next up, I grabbed a shulker box of white concrete, and then I traded for some glazed terracotta. Then I grabbed a few stacks of oak leaves, a few stacks of packed ice, and then a few stacks of sea lanterns. Then I got some white stained glass, some slime, and some oak signs. Then I grabbed some redstone dust, stone brick slabs, and redstone repeaters. And for the last couple of items, I grabbed some hoppers, then observers, some obsidian, and sticky pistons. And finally, I crafted some iron trapdoors, and now with all of the resources, I can build the farm. And now I need to AFK the farm until I get all the dripstone I need for the next farm. And now I need to start gathering resources for the next farm, which is going to be a lava farm. So, I started by gathering some cauldrons. Next, I gathered up some dripstone from my dripstone farm that I just built. Then, I grabbed some warp stem and crafted it all into planks. Then, I grabbed 2 shulker boxes full of glass and dyed it white. Then, I crafted a shulker box of observers, and then a shulker box of pistons. I made some of them sticky. Next, I grabbed some concrete and then crafted some note blocks. After that, I went to my moss farm to get some moss, and then to my honey farm for some honey. And then, I grabbed some slime, crafted some repeaters, and then some iron trapdoors, and stone brick walls, hoppers, powered rails, comparators, droppers, and lightning rods. Then I went to the wheat farm to grab some wheat, which I then crafted into hay bales and then into target blocks. Then I crafted some redstone blocks and iron doors, and then some glowstone. And that is the lava farm completed. And now if you fly down into here and then flick on the lever, then buckets start being dispensed to you. And then if you hold down right click, it will start to collect up the lava from the cauldrons. Now, I need to start work on the next farm, which is a wither powered lava farm. But rather than it being in the end, this one uses the lava buckets from the lava farm and turns them into obsidian, and then uses the wither to break them. So now I'm gathering the resources to build the farm. And by the way, all the farms that I build are linked in the description if you want to build them yourself. Then I grabbed some glass and black dye and dyed the glass black. Then I crafted some composters. Then I got some obsidian and some cobblestone and then crafted some droppers. Next I headed to the ice farm to grab some ice, which I then crafted up into packed ice. Then I grabbed some tinted glass and crafted some blackstone into blackstone brick slabs. Then I grabbed a stack of sea lanterns, soul sand and smooth stone slabs. Then I grabbed a shulker box of cobblestone and some string to craft a stack of dispensers. Next I got a stack of slime, crafted some redstone torches and some blackstone bricks. Then I got some cobbled deep slate and crafted it into deep slate tile walls. Then I crafted some spruce fence gates. Then I grabbed a stack of sea pickles and stone buttons. And for the final few items, I crafted some dark oak fence, deep slate brick slabs, and deep slate brick stairs. Then I crafted some lanterns and some blackstone pressure plates. And now I can build the farm. Now that the farm is built, I need to spawn a wither in it. But when I did this the first time, I forgot to place one lantern, which is used for alignment and stops the wither escaping. And by forgetting to place it, the whole farm blew up. But after rebuilding the farm, with the lantern this time, the farm now works perfectly. On to farm 4 now. This one is a snow farm, which you may think is a bit strange, but in order for the wither to break the obsidian in the obsidian farm, it needs to have a snowball thrown at it, so I need to build a snow farm. So, I need to craft 3 stacks of iron blocks, and then a stack of chests, and some acacia trapdoors. Then, I grabbed some honey, and then I crafted some more chests, to then craft into hoppers. Then I crafted up some chains, and then some composters. Then, I grabbed a stack of sea lanterns, and a stack of slime. Then some glazed terracotta, and then I grabbed some birch logs, which I used to craft into birch signs. Then, I crafted some iron doors, and then some trapdoors. Next, I grabbed some quartz to craft into blocks, and then slabs. Then, I grabbed some andesite, and some coral fans, and now with all the resources, I can build the farm. And by flicking on this lever, the snow farm now starts, and it creates snow with the snow bottoms which are in the composters. The snow is then blown up by the TNT, and the snowballs are pushed into the water streams by the flying machines. So, these 3 farms work together when you're AFKing at the lava farm, collecting up lava buckets, which then get sent along to the obsidian farm. In the meantime, the snow farm is collecting up snowballs, which then get thrown at the wither, which breaks the obsidian, which is created from the lava buckets. And now, before I build the mob head farm, I'm going to build a bonus farm. So, I need some soul sand and some regular sand, which I will then take to my smelter and turn all 4 shulker blocks of into glass. Then, I need 2 shulker boxes of bone meal and some kelp. So, this bonus farm is a tropical fish farm, because in the last video, I said that everyone who comments on that video would get a fish named after them in my next video, but some people asked for blue axolotls instead, so I had to spend 20 hours breeding axolotls in this machine, until eventually I got one. Anyway, if you would like a fish or an axolotl named after you in my world, all that you need to do is comment on this video. And whilst you're down there, if you have enjoyed this video, could you please subscribe, because it is my dream to one day reach 100,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. So, here are everyone's fish and axolotls from my last video. Now, I need to gather the resources for the final farm, which is going to be the fastest mob head farm in Minecraft. This farm has a nether and overworld side, so first I'm gathering the resources for the overworld side of the farm. So first, I need to smelt some cobblestone twice until it becomes smooth stone, and whilst it was smelting, I grabbed some glass. And then I crafted some of the smooth stone into slabs. Next, I headed to the end to get some yellow concrete powder, which I then converted into regular concrete. Next, I crafted some iron trapdoors. Then, I grabbed some powered rails, and then I headed to the honey farm again for some more honey. Then, I crafted some stairs and some bamboo trapdoors, and then some scaffolding and some observers. Next, some pistons, and then droppers. And then I crafted chests into hoppers, and then comparators and repeaters and note blocks. Then I grabbed some mud, crafted more pistons, and grabbed a stack of lightning rods, then some obsidian. And I went to the ice farm again, to get some more ice, which I crafted into packed ice again. Then I crafted some ladders, grabbed some dispensers, activator rails, and then some glowstone dust, which I crafted into glowstone and then into redstone lamps. Then I grabbed a stack of andesite and some more glowstone, and then I crafted them both, and turned the andesite into stairs. Next up, I crafted some tripwire hooks, grabbed some cactus, crafted some bricks and redstone blocks. Then I got some magma blocks and soul torches, target blocks and beds. Now, I need to gather the resources for the nether side of the farm, so I have grabbed some glass and some flowers, and now I am dyeing the glass orange, yellow and lime green. Then I headed to the gold farm to get some gold, which I then used to craft powered rails. Then I crafted some scaffolding and grabbed some honey. Then I crafted regular rails, more bamboo trapdoors and some more hoppers. Then I got some obsidian, and then some comparators and repeaters. Now I have all the resources for both sides of the farm, so let's build it! So, on the overworld side, mobs spawn up here, then they fall down this tube, then they are picked up into minecarts at the bottom, and then they go up this water elevator, and once they get to the top, they slide down the honey and stack up, ready for when I need them to get their heads. Then, in the other mob spawner, only creepers spawn because of the trapdoors. Then, they fall down a glass tube, and just like the other mobs, they get picked up into minecarts. But, unlike the other mobs, the creepers are sorted into these tanks, so that when there's a storm, the lightning will strike the lightning rods on top, turning them into charged creepers. And in the nether, piglins spawn down here on this platform, and then get separated from the zombie piglins. Then they are picked up into minecarts. And the adults are separated out from the children, and sent up to the top of the farm, where just like in the overworld, they slide down the honey and stack up, ready so that I can get their heads. Now that all the mobs are in place, let's test the farm. So, if I press these two buttons to call a charged creeper and a mob, they should appear, and then I can light the charged creeper and it will blow up the mob, dropping its head. And now, let's try that with a piglin. So if I call a piglin and a charged creeper, they both appear, and then I can light the creeper and it blows up the piglin, dropping its head. And now I'm going to run the farm for all 150 charged creepers. And this is all the heads that I got after using all the creepers. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see how I built Minecraft's fastest creeper farm, click this video. Or if you want to see how I built Minecraft's fastest guardian farm, then click the other video. Thanks!